Hey, I spent the past while making bosses, and it hurt me to make them. I started in Sprite making art, since Aria was unable to spend 24/7 working on it for me. Silly Aria. Once I finished making some frames for the tree boss, it looked pretty good by itself, so I put it in the game. But, I mean, it just looks bad. So, a few hours down the drain, I spent another hour or so making a top-down version. It only has a running animation, but I'll just work on all the other 500 frames later. In the meantime, I made a 400-line script for the boss. Now, the first thing I wanted for the script to do was make the boss have different states. Behaviors it would do at specific times. I wanted to have one script for all the different bosses, so it needed to have plenty of variables and options in order to make each one feel unique. The backbone of the script was simple but effective. I made a variable called current state, and then a list of possible states for each given boss. I then made a function to go through the states and decide which one was going to be the current state. This logic is basically just a timer that loops through each possible outcome, making some states longer and some shorter, depending on how difficult I wanted the boss to be. The tricky part was then to make the behavior behind each state. The first one I made was the idle state. It was literally just making the boss sit there and do nothing. Perfect. After that, I copied and pasted the script from my enemy AI so the boss could move. However, the hardest part was extracting the actual movement code from my enemy's script, which might be pure spaghetti code. Because of this craziness, I think I missed a line because the boss went in a very squiggly path and jittered around a lot. I tried to fix it, but it was too hard, so instead I just made a separate script for boss movement and put the exact same movement code in there, and it worked. Yep, coding is fun. After I had movement, I made an attack behavior that spawned in bullets and a rush behavior that imitated the stone golems. After all that, I thought the boss acted kinda cool, but it needs something better. Something that'd be special to the specific boss type. For the tree boss, I made cloning, and if you fight it, you'll find yourself surrounded by hundreds of zombies. The tree boss feels a bit underdeveloped to me, so I'm gonna keep making it, but I also started on the boss for the cave biome, the clay golem. It's clunky and big and not done, so I'll tell you about that next video. But in the meantime, look at this super buggy weapon select UI. It allows you to choose what gun to start with, so you can start with the banana gun. Anyway, join the Discord or my tree boss will spit acid at you. See ya!